Hi there, Dr. James Pietrek, upper cervical chiropractor in Rancho, Bernardo, California. Why do we rest after we get adjusted? The reason is very clear. 90% of your body's available energy is going towards automatic functions, functions that you don't even think about. Your ability to regulate homeostatic activity. Your heart is beating at a certain rate right now. That is autonomic or automatic control. You are digesting whatever you had for breakfast or lunch right now. Your ability, your blink rate, all of that is controlled at a subconscious or non-voluntary or automatic or autonomic level. Now you have two portions of your autonomic nerve system. Let's take a look at them. Over here on the left is your sympathetic portion of your non-voluntary nerve system, and that's mainly in charge of the fight or flight response. That's the second red box down, which would be, for example, if you are in the forest, you see a saber-toothed tiger, you're going to fight that tiger or you're going to take flight from it. Personally, I would lay down and try to disguise myself and play dead. But we have this urge where our blood starts boiling and it goes out to our hands, out to our extremities, down our legs in case we have to run or in case we have to take fight, whatever the situation is. And you can apply this to your work life or rush hour traffic, and it's something that we have to be aware of because stress leads to disease and early death, to be quite frank with you. Now, the brain, the right side over here is the midbrain, that red rectangle, that's the mesencephalon, and that's basically what's in charge of your fight and flight response. The pons, however, and the medulla, lower down towards the brainstem, is what is in charge of the parasympathetic part of the nerve system. Let's take a look and see what the parasympathetic part of the nerve system does. That's on the right side here in the blue boxes, and you notice right away up at the top, it is in charge of your rest and digest functions. So why do we recommend resting here after you get adjusted? And it's simply this. Healing takes time. Healing is a process. It's not an event. It is an automatic, it is regulated by your autonomic nerve system. And so we want to divert as much of the available energy that you have right now, whatever your potential is, we want to divert it towards the healing response, towards the adjusting to the adjustment. One thing that's very unique and I love about the work that we do here, the NUCA upper cervical work, is that the adjustment is sort of a slow molding process. It's not that, and it's not this, and it's not that. It is a slow molding process, and there is a resistance that needs to be broken down in the spine. That is what I'm feeling for. And after that happens, we do our post-check, we make sure we've done a good job. But even within that time period, for at least 10 minutes, all the way out to 2 hours after you get adjusted, did you know that your spine is still adjusting to the adjustment? That's why it's important to be very mindful of your posture, be very mindful of any fatigue or stressful types of situations. Try to avoid it as much as possible and get that 10 minutes of rest after you get adjusted next time. You'll be glad that you did. Try to budget that into your schedule, and let's make that a priority the rest of this year and into 2020 to rest after you get adjusted so that you can better adjust to your adjustment.